Namaste. Good morning, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, respected fathers and mothers, affectionate sons and daughters, friends, all dear friends, professionals and officials, the most respectable present Prime Minister Saint Dr.NarenderModifatherg, presence of ministers and doctors is really praiseworthy, appreciable, admirable. Today it is very nice time, nice place, nice section that you are listening the words of God through the truth of science and spirituality. I thank God time and again who has bestowed us, provided us the golden opportunity to listen the voice of soul from the words of God that we repeat daily, that creates magic, music and miracle in our life. No doubt, words of all the religions that we repeat directs, instructs, informs our soul or mind. Our soul and mind both are directed by the word. In which direction our mind should move, it is decided by the words. External words that we listen, that we can listen, read, speak, write, and even we can think. But the words that are reverberatory, some words that was, that is, and that will remain forever, which is endless, which is evergreen, which is uncounted, unrelenting, unceasing, unstopping, unchangeable, stable, which is always run without light and without sound even, because our human body is electric body. If we have the nature of body in the form of thermometer, not the thermostat, then we feel, we think, we meditate that supreme ecstatic joy which is permanent, that is not temporary. It is in the Indian youth, it is in our Indian culture. That's why our motherland, our Indian land, is the land of initiators, beginners, starters, directors, instructors, doctors, inventors, innovators in all the fields of science, religion, spirituality, arts, commerce and engineering. we have initiations. Why? Because we have the knowledge of eternal abode, celestial light, which is beyond to reach, which is invisible, sizeless, shapeless, figureless, colorless, but that exists. Its existence is the most distinctive feature of that super spiritual power of God or Lord. So dear, never feel desperated, frustrated, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you are. Don't mind. Be inspired by soul. Be motivated, self-motivated, self-encouraged by that power, which is in the form of energy with us. We are to concentrate upon that we have stored, and that we are restoring in this form of listening. We are to utilize it, and the best way is to invest it. Some little difference is there in investment and use or consumption. Investment means you will get benefits, you will be the profiteer, you will be the benefactor. But if you are just using and throwing, it means you are just the user, simple user. You are the source, but you are not the resourceful person. Resourceful person are those who use the knowledge appropriately, suitably, contextually, where there is demand. According to demand, they spend their energy, they spend their time, they do their action, and then results come outstanding, matchless, incomparable, unique results it produces. So we must understand, in this modern world, it has become entirely the business world. In business world, any person, every person, one person, somebody, someone who has involved in natural activities, whether that is related to agriculture, industry, services, banking, means all service sectors, they must understand the nature of becoming busy, always busy. Never feel dejected, rejected, frustrated. There is no obstacle. There must not be any obstacle, hindrance of your negative thoughts, of your ego, lust, anger, avariciousness, falsification, negativities. Freely, with full of freedom, with a flight of soul, you should enjoy your present. Your 24 hours you are to make it utilize by keeping your mind in present 100%. Don't remember past and do not pay attention on your future. If you are securing your present, present is the driver. Present is the other name of pilot of this human aeroplane. This body becomes like an aeroplane which flies in the air without the physical fuel. But this soul takes the flight by having the fuel of words. These words are endless. That fuel which we use in the aeroplane for flying height, it can finishes. It has its ending line. It ends. But that fuel which is spiritual fuel, which is spiritual power, force, energy, that is endless, uncounted, that we can regenerate, recycle very easily, automatically it recycled, spontaneously it renewed. So don't mind, don't worry about these things. Your soul is the pilot of that aeroplane in which you are the passenger. So while becoming an ideal passenger, you are to give your command to your soul, spiritual soul. When soul will fly the aeroplane with its own speed, accuracy, correction, and with utmost entertainment and pleasure, which is endless. So dear brothers and sisters, I tell you again, whether you are at home, whether you are in lockdown or you are in unlockdown, don't mind. Whether you are in village or you are in city, don't mind. Are you educated or uneducated? Don't mind. What is your family circumstances? How is your personal life? How is your society? How is your nation? Don't mind. But mind only and only your soul or spiritual power, spiritual force, moral values, spiritual values that will make us strong internally for the nation, for the society, for our family, for our personal life, for our old aged people, for our futuristic generation, for our past. We can become a great resourceful person. But how? This is the great question rages in the minds of the people of our country, of our nation, whether they are student, collegiate, scholar, university scholar, or even competitors. Because our body is made by 5 elements: air, fire, soil, sky, and water. So we are known by the sky. We have not come on this earth just for leading and spending the time in materialism. It's the strong appeal from our free thinkers, freedom fighters, sacrificial bodies, saints, messengers, forecasters, foretellers, astronomers, astrologers, inventors, researchers, those who came first on this earth, those who struggled hard, strived hard for their initiation. We should not forget them. We should remember in every situation. But by the inspiration, we are to do something better, nicer, finer, greater for our personal lifestyle. It's okay if we remind them, if we keep in our memory them. We must discuss them, we must converse them. But it means not that we are to spend all time in listening them, all time in reading them, all time in speaking them, all time in writing them. It's not the true aim of our soul. Our soul loves only and only with supernatural spiritual power of God. Never let it free to become the slave, puppet in the hands of materialistic things. Whatsoever you have, whatsoever is available, use it good. But if you invest it, it is the best way of working with the tools of God. All these are the tools, instruments of God, and God is observing. He is examining, evaluating every moment of our life. We know this thing. We have ventilators in our room. Through the ventilation we are observed by the natural object. Like that, God is also there where there is no ventilation. There is also existence of God where there is no light and sound even. He exists also in the dark places. He exists in all the thieves, dacoits, plunders, prostitutes. Whatsoever we do, we are being observed by someone, somebody who is invisible, who is lightless. We should not only care the outer things of the world. We should not only keep attentive for our electric devices, mobile, telephone, TV, transistor, radio. Not only these things are the form of communication, but who is the maker of these things? Who is the starter of our all social sites, social media? He is the most socialistic one. Never feel back, never have narrowness. Always go on the righteous path. Always keep your mind in 100% present. Enjoy whatsoever you have. Don't have desire and don't have expectations, as per the thought of Swami Vivekananda. Expectation is the greatest and most powerful weapon for destroying our spiritual work, spiritual soul's caliber and guts. Our youth is being ruined by expectations and desire. Unexpectedly and desireless